Здравствуйте, меня зовут Мария Валуева. Мне 19 лет. Я родилась в городе Винница. Родители. Год назад я узнала о том, что есть такие программы, как Таглит, Маса, и если у тебя есть еврейские корни, то ты можешь увидеть страну Израиль и понять, хочешь ли ты привязать себя или поменять себе жизнь, вот в корне изменить, да, и такие программы, они помогают молодежи найти себя и в этом мире как-то начать жизнь, что ли, с нуля. И вот, узнав об этой программе Таглит, я нашла ряд документов, которые требовались, и поехала в Израиль. Мне безумно тут понравилось, и целый год я просто жила мыслью, что я сюда вернусь. Так и случилось. Сейчас я сижу в прекрасном здании, которое организаторы построили для нас, и огромное спасибо всем, кто приложил сюда хоть какое-то усилие. Это потрясающе. Это возможность комфортно жить, чувствовать себя и немножко адаптироваться в жизни Израиля вот через красивую жизнь, что ли, на какое-то время, на какой-то период. Мне безумно нравится в Израиле. Я планирую тут остаться, учиться, работать, жить.
Здрасте, и меня зовут Эстер, я прилетела 2 года назад из Минска, Беларусь. На данный момент и уже можно сказать, что я 2 года в стране. Год я была на Масе, и после окончания стал вопрос, а что делать дальше? Оставаться, возвращаться, если оставаться, то где? И моя подружка, которая ездила в Ор-Хаю на уроки, предложила такой вариант, сказала, что здесь есть мидраша, чудесные люди, и все миленькие. И я решила, отличный вариант, как раз в тот период жизни, когда надо либо делать алию, либо ее не делать уже в ближайшее время точно. И тут я оказалась здесь, и мне еще очень сильно повезло то, что меня взяли работать, это большая радость для меня. И на данный момент я все еще учусь в университете у себя в Минске на заочном отделении. Я искренне надеюсь, что этим летом я получу диплом о высшем образовании. И это мое стремление, моя мечта. Я хочу сказать спасибо спонсорам и администрации, которые вложили ресурсы, время и прочее, чтобы построить нам такое потрясающее помещение, в котором можно все. И я абсолютно уверена, что у нас тут будет много хороших девочек, которые стали мне хорошими подругами и будут мне близкими друзьями. И за это все надо сказать спасибо спонсорам и администрации.
Шалом, меня зовут Лея, мне 21 год, я приехала из Украины, из города Николаева. В Израиль я приехала в 14 лет по программе на Але. После школы я задавалась вопросом, что делать дальше. Училась я в религиозной школе, поэтому хотелось продолжать религиозное окружение, религиозное образование. И каким-то чудом моя мама вышла на связь с Хайей Розенштейн, и я смогла попасть в Ор-Хаю. Сейчас я учусь на биотехнолога в колледже Адаса. И параллельно я могу развиваться как человек, как еврейская девушка и просто как человек, который окружен друзьями, у которого есть хобби, который может себя развивать с разных сторон. У меня появилась потрясающая возможность, я могу жить в центре, в отличных условиях. А сейчас, благодаря нашим спонсорам, будут условия еще лучше. Мне рядом до учебы моей обычной, мне рядом до учебы на духовные еврейские предметы. Для меня это огромный шанс. Я очень благодарна всем, кто задействован во всей этой организации, всем спонсорам, всем людям, которые занимаются и вкладывают. Спасибо!
Привет! Меня зовут Вика. Я из России, город Пермь. Моя семья сейчас находится в России, сама я имею мечту жить и обучаться в Израиле, решилась на этот шаг, и вот теперь я здесь. В Перми я окончила школу с углубленным изучением иностранных языков, что я пытаюсь применять здесь, в Иерусалиме, городе. Я планирую за этот год продвинуться в изучении языка, ожидаю начала курса психометрии и готовлюсь к вступительным экзаменам. Я очень благодарна организации Орхая за индивидуальное отношение каждой из девушек, за активное участие в моей жизни и, конечно, за это новое место, в котором мы все чувствуем себя как дома.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Авигаль, я приехала из Беларуси, города Гомеля. Приехала я в Израиль для того, чтобы посмотреть вообще, что такое Израиль, я никогда не была, и решила, что есть что-то в Израиле особенное. Когда я приехала сюда, я поняла, что я должна здесь остаться, потому что я почувствовала себя дома, как будто бы мне уютно, комфортно, и все, кто меня окружают, действительно были приятные, добрые люди. Впервые я поняла, что это действительно мой дом и мое место, где я должна жить. И когда я вернулась в Беларусь, я сказала маме и всем своим родственникам, что я хочу сделать алию, то есть переехать в Израиль. Меня не особо кто поддержал, но я действительно чувствовала что-то в сердце, что меня тянуло, и я решила, что мне нужно это сделать. Как вы понимаете, чтобы приехать в Израиль, нужно также найти место, где жить, как жить и так далее. И на мой счастливый случай я познакомилась с девочками, которые знали об Орхая. И когда я пришла в Орхая, меня встретила Хая Розенштейн, и мы мило очень побеседовали, и я еще больше убедилась в том, что действительно это мое место. Я поняла, что здесь я буду не только жить и радоваться, но и также получать определенные знания, развиваться, получать знания в Торе и чувствовать себя комфортно. На сегодняшний день я работаю в музее музыки, и если мы говорим про учебу, то я тоже начала учебу в еврейском университете. Сегодня я учу китайский язык.
我现在在希伯来大学学习汉语。
Это я сказала, что я нахожусь в еврейском университете и учу китайский язык. А так как китайский язык связан с музыкой, а музыкой я занималась, я услышала его и поняла, что это действительно то, что мне может подойти. В Орхая я достаточно уже долго, и на протяжении всего этого времени меня поддерживают, и действительно я окружена любовью и заботой. И мне очень приятно то, что я живу в таких условиях. И более того, я хочу выразить благодарность директору русскоязычного отделения Хай Розенштейн и Лее, секретарю, и всем девочкам. У нас очень талантливые девочки.
Okay, shalom everybody, and we are live at the Finger Dormitories in the heart of Jerusalem, close to Davidka Square, on beautiful Jaffa Street from Jaffa Gate, all the way to the city of Jaffa. It's happening right here in the heart of it, in Yerushalayim, the heart of the Jewish world. You don't have to worry. And we are doing a live event here today. We're going to be meeting the girls. We're going to be seeing this beautiful, really, really beautiful, top-of-the-line dormitory that these 50 girls are going to be living in. Former Soviet Union, well, they're getting an upgrade. Okay, they're getting an upgrade to the land of Israel, to Jerusalem, and to the Finger Dormitories, of course, created and run by Colel Chabad. So let's go around this place and check it out. Maybe if we just for a second pop into just one of these rooms. I love this. I want us to focus here on the handles. Can we focus here on the handles? Look at these handles. Everything, every detail here is absolutely stellar and beautiful. All right? These closets are absolutely going to be housing everything that they need in their life. Let's take a look at these rooms. We're talking about top-of-the-line rooms, comfortable beds, and these 50 girls are going to be living just a wonderful life. What an upgrade, what an emotional upgrade, what a spiritual upgrade, and what a physical upgrade as well. Let's take a look here. It's maybe not right to go into a bathroom, but still, you know, beautiful showers. Everything is top of the line, and that's the way Mr. Finger and Colel Chabad like it. Okay, they like it just beautiful, and that beauty is something that inspires people to live a life with a broad mind, with greater opportunities. It just sends you in the right direction of thinking about the future of your life. That's exactly what's happening here. Let's take a look at this event a little bit, walk through and see what's going on. Okay. Just a little introduction, please, for me.
I think we know each other. we do.
It's nice to see you. You represent Mr. Finger here in Israel. That's right.
So they say.
Well, this. Not only is it a beautiful event as usual, but really this place is a stellar. Kind of the detailing on everything is so beautiful. Why go to such an extent? Aren't these just dorms?
Well, you know that has been a hallmark and a trademark of Colel Chabad. Whatever they do in the best possible manner, like the best possible quality, and with a warm spirit, and with a whole heart, and that's why all this.
That's wonderful. 50 girls are going to be living here, I understand. Former Soviet Union. They're going to be educated in a secular education in their various fields, but the Jewish aspect of it is going to be taught to them by Colel Chabad. Is that right?
By Or Chaya institutions, as far as I know, which is like the partners of Colel Chabad for adult education.
Okay, what can we expect for the rest of the evening?
You should ask the organizers.
Very good. Okay, we're going to keep going. Thank you very much. Yesher koach. Toda rabba. Let's keep going. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the staircase. Can we take a look here? All right, all right, in the staircase. And beautiful candles are laid out. It's like a wedding over here. And I guess it is a wedding when the Jewish people move back to the land of Israel, when Russian girls come out from former Soviet Union and start their life and their career on the right path. That's all right. Shalavo, you can pass. So that's an incredible thing. And look at this, it's like a wedding. It really looks like a wedding right here. Let's go down the staircase, see what's going on. Oh, כבוד ראש העיר. אוקיי. יש מילה לכבוד העיר? שנייה, אפשר לדבר עם כבוד העיר? אנחנו מהאירוע. This is their new mayor of the city. Welcome, shalom לך. אפשר בעברית, אני אתרגם עם... Okay, well, what do you think? A beautiful new opportunity here.
It's so amazing, this building. It's something very, very nice.
Let's go see it a little bit more upstairs. They're telling me that you got to see it more, but it's already very beautiful. And also, congratulations! What an opportunity for me it is to congratulate you on your new position.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, and I think this is a very important position.
It's one of the most important positions there are. That's right. Okay, so they're saying it's one of the beautiful pearls in Jerusalem that only Colel Chabad is able to do. And we are talking with Moshe Leon, who is the new mayor of Yerushalayim. Important job is not the word, Moshe Leon. This is one of the great jobs that Israeli politics has, which is to be mayor of Jerusalem. And the incoming mayor is with us today, and I think he's excited to be at one of his first official events. All right, and here's a meeting between Rabbi Shalom Duchman, who's the head of Colel Chabad, and Moshe Leon, the new mayor of the city. He's wishing him a mazal tov. And that's really cool to see these two kind of great leaders and great doers together. And he's going to be toured right now throughout this new institution. That's fun. Maybe get something to eat, hear some music. And right now they're going to try to take a picture together. That's a lot of fun. I think Moshe Leon looks a little bit overwhelmed at not only at his new job, but also at the beauty of this place. And that's a lot of fun. Okay, Rabbi Duchman, we're going in after the mayor of the city came, brand new mayor. Baruch Hashem. Rabbi Duchman is right behind him and showing him one of the new pearls of Jerusalem. That's a lot of fun. And wherever you are out there, I just want you to know that we're right now in Yerushalayim, Yer HaKodesh, the heart of Jerusalem, the holy city. And as I showed you before, the dorm, same dorm, just a second later, is being occupied now by the mayor of the city and Rabbi Shalom Duchman. And one thing that I didn't get a chance to do is just to go out on the Mirpeset, on the porch. And the mayor of the city is now on the porch looking at Jaffa Street, which is the kind of central street in Jerusalem. And it's cold outside, so we're going back in pretty quickly. But the view is pretty impressive. Everybody's excited to be here in this beautiful place. And really, this is, I guess, gives a lot of hope for both the mayor, that things can be beautified, for Rabbi Shalom Duchman, for Colel Chabad doing great work. And there's more to see. So let's follow along with the organizers of the event. It's fun to be following in their footsteps. And what we're noticing also is the beautiful flooring of the new dorms. In the background, we hear some fabulous violin. And right now, somehow, one is, I want to get out of the shot, don't want to be in the shot, but it is awesome to see a new partnership being born with a new mayor and this new institution. That's really something really special, and it's all happening in the hallways right now. I guess the halls of power and the halls of opportunity. And the halls of opportunity are opportunities for the future of Jewish girls. And what could be, a better celebration, a bigger celebration than really what we're seeing now, which is the birth of new lives and later on new opportunities, new children that are going to come through this in the land of Israel, with Israeli education, with Jewish education, in the heart of Yerushalayim. It's just, it all comes together, and in beauty, not in poverty, and we're coming out of the galut, out of the exile, and into a different kind of opportunity, a new life. And that's something that is really quite moving, I think. So now I think we've gone through the dormitory, and we're heading towards the kitchen area, the food area. And that's something also that, of course, is part of it. 3 square meals a day are going to be part of the life that these girls are going to be looking forward to, and that's really great. We see now a fabulous, but small and fabulous band with a guitar and a violin, and maybe our cameraman can focus in a little bit on these guys. You get a lot of beautiful music, a lot of great sound from. It's just 2 instruments, 1 or 2 instruments. And this is a party. This is a celebration. And of course, if the cameraman will also focus on that table, you'll see some great wines. Let's take a look for a second. We have here, of course, it's a Chabad event, so we have vodka. This is my favorite wine in Israel, which is called Oregonus, best wine in Israel. And a few other great wines, and of course the expensive and wonderful Yatir wine. Okay, so we have here a great selection, great music, great celebration. I'm not selling these wines, but just wanted to show you that we're doing this top class. And of course a little bit of Tishbe champagne, and Tishbe is another name for Elijah the prophet. So we're going on. A little bit of delicious foods, set up beautifully, like Mr. Finger likes it. So there you go. Colel Chabad, Mr. Finger, Jerusalem, and a little bit of yummies. It's perfect. Perfect together. All right. Okay, so we have a little outside veranda here. Okay, we have a beautiful veranda. I'm not going to bother them right now. These folks, God bless them. And let's take a look at the speaking room that we're going to be in just a second. And we'll be starting in just a few minutes and trying to pack everybody into this tight little room, which is going to be fun. It's a mini, tiny auditorium, but a fun one. And we're going to have more music, piano, and just a total fun and at the same time a very intimate gathering of really people who know how to build, how to make changes happen. There's a lot of people who talk, but some people do. And that's, I think, the gathering that we're having here today. This is young Rabbi Duchman. Oh, okay. It's good to see you. Come on, smile for the camera just for a second. Okay, Rabbi Duchman's son, remind me of your name? Levi. You doing good work? Are you excited to be here in Yerushalayim?
Beautiful to be here. Really, really nice to see the great dormitory, everything so nice and beautiful. So Baruch Hashem, very excited to be here by this opening, and please God to be here by many more.
So we have here Mr. Finger, Colel Chabad, and Yerushalayim Mir Kodesh come together.
Together is a great thing. So
all under God.
Yes, Baruch Hashem.
All right, under God for Chesed. Thank you very much, Levi. All right. Let's see if we could meet some young people who are going to be affected by, and their lives are going to be changed by this new institution. Once again, the good music, folks. Huh? We'll find somebody. Что сказать? То, что правда. We're here with a young lady. Yes. Yeah. We're here with a young lady. Как вас зовут, пожалуйста?
Мария.
Okay, this is Maria, and she's a Russian speaker. Вы говорите по-русски. Откуда вы, пожалуйста?
Я из Украины приехала.
Из какого города?
Из Киева.
Из Kiev. Okay, she's from Kiev, of course, the capital of Ukraine. A big, beautiful city. Was just there. What are you doing here, Mato Sapo? Что ты здесь делаешь?
Я здесь учусь на программе МАСА.
Что?
Здесь учусь на программе МАСА.
Что это значит?
МАСА — это учебная программа для девочек из РКЯ, да.
А что вы будете учиться?
Мы тут учимся на религиозной программе, мы сдаем психометрию, учимся в Ульпане, поступаем, потом в высшие вузы и живем.
Okay, so she's on the Masa program. She's right now learning Judaism, and she's living here. Как вам нравится Иерусалим?
Мне безумно нравится Иерусалим. Я влюблена в Израиль.
Вы что?
Я очень люблю Израиль.
А Иерусалим сам?
Иерусалим, ну, это мое сердце.
Okay, she says that she loves Jerusalem. It's her heart. She thinks it's beautiful here. She's loving the life here in Yerushalayim. She's on a program. She's learning Judaism. She's learning Israel. And вы пойдете обратно в Киев жить или как?
Нет, я не буду возвращаться в Украину. Я тут остаюсь.
Okay, she says she's not going back to Ukraine. She's done with Ukraine. She's staying here. I understand. И что вы будете делать здесь? Как вы будете жить?
Я буду учиться. Моя мама сюда недавно приехала, репатриировалась, чтобы остаться со мной. И я буду здесь учиться, жить и работать. Я хочу работать здесь юристом. Я хочу работать здесь юристом. И поступать я буду на юриспруденцию, факультет.
So her mother just made Aliyah in order to be with her here in the land of Israel. And she wants to be a jurist, go to law school. So she's going to study law here in the land of Israel. And she doesn't want to go back. Все, кончилась Украина, ничего не будет больше?
Нет, я больше возвращаться не буду туда.
She's not going back there. She has no... И скажите мне чуть-чуть про вот это место, вот этот дом, вот это здание. Tell me a little bit about this house, this place that you're living in.
Этот дом построили, насколько я знаю, этот дом построили для нас, для девочек, для масят, так говорят. Есть тут много спонсоров, спонсоры из Швейцарии и других стран. Это построили для того, чтобы нам, девочкам, которые только приехали, которые не знают Израиль, которые хотят как-то влиться в жизнь Израиля, чтобы нам было здесь уютно жить.
Okay, so she says a lot of sponsors like Mr. Finger are part of this building, and she says they wanted to make it beautiful for them to live here in Yerushalayim. They wanted to give them that opportunity, and that way they could study here, fall in love with the place, and really stay here, find a new life here. И как вы дружите с другими девочками? Вам приятно с ними уже? Вы знаете их?
Конечно, мы все очень хорошо дружим, мы общаемся, и мы рады тому, что из разных стран соединили всех девочек, и мы находим общий язык, и мы все очень близко друг к другу привязались за 2 месяца.
Okay, so she says that they've tied to one another very much in the last few months, that they're really coming from the same life, they have a joint language, and they're acclimating here to Israel. Великолепно, спасибо большое, и много мазал, мазал тов.
Спасибо большое.
До свидания. Okay, so, yeah. Okay. Huh? Tell me who we're talking to.
My name is Mendel Duchman. I'm Rabbi Shalom's baby's brother. And we, as a family, can't believe of his accomplishments. So we decided to come from California to represent the family.
Baruch Hashem.
And the beautiful stuff.
Okay, California, we're in LA?
Los Angeles.
Okay, Los Angeles, City of Angels, great town. But here in Yerushalayim, the kind of other angels, right? And angels of Yerushalayim.
And I'm blown away to see all these young kids. If you have everything you need, you're able to study, you're able to get educated, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, they're getting Yiddishkeit, they're getting a secular education, they have a place to live in Yerushalayim now. That's a tremendous accomplishment.
Absolutely. They have to make up for lost time.
Right. But still, though, if you come to this place, you feel like, wow, right? Nice. And then we just spoke with...
I live like almost next to Hollywood. This is like Hollywood style. The colors, the beauty, and you can see the students, how they're lit up. They're so excited to be here.
Wonderful. Well, it is a global affair. Thank you so much for coming to visit us from Los Angeles. Yesher koach. Okay. So we're having a lot of fun here, and soon I think the speeches are going to start. Let's take a little break and watch a little bit more of the music, and we'll be right back.
ברוכים הבאים לחנוכת הבית. אנחנו נתכבד עכשיו במעמד כבוד ראש העיר והרב הראשי לרוסיה, הרב לזר, ואורחי הכבוד הנכבדים הנדיבים, לקבוע את המזוזה בפתח הבניין למטה. נבקש מאישי הציבור הנכבדים לכבד אותנו לרדת לקביעת המזוזה. הציבור כולו מוזמן גם מיד לאחר קביעת המזוזה לבר. יש כאן בר עשיר שמוכן לכולם.
To go down to to put down the mezuzah, and you see right now the meeting between the mayor of Jerusalem, Moshe Leon, and Rav Lazar, who is, of course, the chief rabbi of the former Soviet Union. And they're seeing one another, and kind of a powerful kind of handshake there of Rabbi Lazar, who's certainly helping Jewish people come from the former Soviet Union and make this life here. So I'm sure that this is also a feeder for these kind of girls. And so Rav Lazar is here to kind of understand what are the opportunities for the young women that are going to be part of his life. Okay, so now we're heading down the stairs. There goes the mayor, the new mayor of the city, and we're going down the candlelit staircase. And it's cold, and it's cold in Jerusalem, and our cameraman is taking a great risk of walking backwards just to see me walking down the staircase. Not worth it. But let's now stand outside without our coats. And one thing. Let's take a quick image here. Of course, the picture of the Lubavitcher Rebbe is always with us at these events. Lubavitcher Rebbe's great leadership, his love for Jewish people, his will to care for Jewish people is very much the influencing force behind Colel Chabad's work. I was talking about the Lubavitcher Rebbe for a few minutes. And here we have Chief Rabbi of Soviet Union, of the former Soviet Union, Russia, or is it just Moscow today? Russia, that's good. Okay, and of course, it is rumored that Rabbi Lazar has a good relationship with Vladimir Putin. That's good. Okay, well, please say hi to him from Yerushalayim to us. Okay, very good. And we're excited for the mezuzah ceremony that's going to be happening right now. Why don't we get a shot of the city for a second here, and just understand, we're talking about the famous crosswalk of Yafo and King George. This is the X of one of the kind of the centers of Jerusalem. And see right across the street, shopping, guy going on an electric bicycle right past us. Lots of life. This street has become basically a giant pedestrian walkway, so that's awesome. And if you, that's right. If you scale back and look up, you're going to see how beautiful this building is. And what a beautiful place we're really in right now. What a beautiful event it is. I mean, personally, just to see the sign of Jaffa Street right over there, to look up and towards the Davidka Square. And if you need cheap coffee, right across the street, it's Coffees. Okay, everybody goes there. 5 shekel coffee. You're going to get your hafuch, which means latte, and like Israel runs on that. Okay, and these girls will run their life and will be successful because of Colel Chabad and because of coffees as well. Rabbi, can we have a minute with you? You have a second? It's simple questions. No tricks, I promise you. Just tell us about the girls a little bit. What kind of girls are going to come here, you think?
There are girls here already today. Many of them coming actually from the former Soviet Union. They feel here very much at home. We believe it's our embassy in Jerusalem. So
they're really going to start a new life. I just spoke to a Ukrainian girl. She said she's never going back again. This is her home now. She wants to study to be a lawyer, and she wants to live here. This is it, and this place is giving her that first step in life.
I'm sure that whoever comes to Israel, especially from the Ukraine today, doesn't think of going back. But who knows, maybe some of them will go back as shluchim. Many girls have learned here, came back to Russia to be shluchim in different cities. So you never know. You know, the Rebbe saw the whole world as a small village. So the main thing is to feel Israel, live Yerushalayim wherever you are.
And you know, the Baal Rebbe himself came from the former Soviet Union, made a life in America, had a lot of heart for Eretz Yisrael. And now you have a situation where these girls are kind of going out of places of not a lot of opportunity, not a lot of hope, coming to this place, and it just fills you with hope immediately that life can move forward.
Mashiach is coming, that's for sure. If today we can see how, people from Russia, from the Soviet Union, able to come to Israel, go back, move around freely, be part of the Jewishness, celebrate the Jewishness, learn about Yiddishkeit, and become future leaders of the Jewish people, that's for sure an incredible miracle.
And are you going to be helping kind of Lenotev to drive girls towards this program?
We've been doing this for many years. Now that have such a special, beautiful building, hopefully the numbers are going to grow, quality and quantity.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, and Yasher Koach. Keep up the good work. Yasher Koach. Okay, now we're about to do the mezuzah ceremony. Let's take a look. Okay, so in the heart of Jerusalem. Okay, let's take a look where we are right now. The golden scissors are coming out, and it's not a Brit Milah. It's instead an event here for the ribbon cutting for the big ceremony. So we have the beautiful golden scissors and Moshe Leon, brand new mayor of Jerusalem. Big zchut for him. Rabbi Elazar. Okay, so the first person that's going to be honored is going to be Mr. Moshe Leon, the mayor of the city. And a big yasher koach to him. And the photographers are taking the pictures. And together also is the chief rabbi of Russia and the representative of the Finger family. Behind us, the light rail train passing by, because it's alive, because Am Yisrael is chai, Yerushalayim is chai. Chief rabbi of Russia, Rabbi Shalom Duchman, Berel Elazar, and all of them are standing together, and they're going to cut it all at the same time. And of course, we're mentioning Colel Chabad, the organization which stands behind this wonderful building, and not only just the building, but also what actually happens in the building, which is so important. And the teaching institution Or Chaya. Rav Shalom Duchman is somewhere here. There he is. Okay, 3, 4, and the cutting of the ribbon ceremony. And they say Mazal Tov. And now, yes, there's right above us. We see it very clearly, the Finger Residence Hall. Let me make sure the cameraman sees it for a second. Okay, so there you have the Finger Residence Hall. Has just been opened. The ribbon has been cut, and maybe we can go inside from this cold now. Okay, we are, and the first people that are going to be walking through it is Rabbi Duchman, Rabbi Ber Lazar, Mr. Finger's representative, Avraham, and before we go in, what was I even thinking? There's absolutely no going into this building without putting in the first mezuzah, the main mezuzah, the mezuzah. Look at it. It's large. It's beautiful. Rabbi Ber Lazar, he's going to be the man who's going to be putting together with Rabbi Grossman. They're going to be together putting up this mezuzah, very holy mezuzah, and we're going to be doing it's a real live mezuzah, stationing, putting it up. And we believe that this mezuzah and this building is going to be really a building that greets Mashiach. And a big yasher koach, the bracha is being made. Amen, we say. And now the mezuzah is being stuck onto its place on the walls of Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. The mayor is amazed. He's standing there with this kind of mouth agape at this beautiful moment. And a big schut, to see all the good people standing together. That's right. That's right. But we're live right now. Okay, so we are here in the heart of Yerushalayim, and Finger Residence Hall right above us. So close to all the buses, all the places, all the food, all the shopping, and now we're going upstairs to hear some words of joy and words of thanks and words of blessing. And as I walk past it, where's my camera guy? Okay, as I walk past it, there I am, having the schut to give it a kiss, the new mezuzah kiss. Okay, don't mess with Chabad. Okay, there we go. All right, that's right. Okay, folks, so we're gonna at the entrance of the house, we're going to be taking off a dedication plaque. There's Rabbi Duchman, and there it is. Let's read it together. The Moshe Finger Residence Hall is dedicated with love by a dear friend and partner of Colel Chabad, Reb Gershon Gregory Finger, in tribute and loving memory of his beloved father, Moshe ben Gersh Leib and Kayla, of blessed memory, who passed away on the 24th of Cheshvan, 5763. His memory and legacy continues through his son's mitzvot and great deeds. Amazing. Okay. Okay, I'm going up the stairs. The first part was done. The cutting of the ribbon ceremony, the mezuzah, and the plaque. Great and amazing things have already happened. And now we are going to actually tour. I think we're going to tour the places. All right. There's the new mayor of the city. There he is again. Congratulations. It was not an easy race, and you got it.
It worked very hard, but it was very interesting. And you know, we have to believe in God, and then we win.
Amen, amen. And now hopefully we'll continue to win as Yerushalayim keeps on being built and strengthened. And now with this new dormitory, the Finger Dormitory.
This building, it's very nice, and I think that it's a big tzedakah to help the young girls to be here, and I think that it's very important.
Okay, and we are going to go in now and hear you speak over there. Thank you very much. That's right, very good. Okay, friends. Okay, so we are now going to be seeing the place fill up, and let's take a look. The young girls are already eating here in the kitchen. They're loving it. Okay, they're loving it, and they're enjoying their life. Let's just take a few minutes to look at them and their life.
קהל קדוש מוזמן להיכנס, אנא ייכנסו, יש מקום. מעולם לא אמר אדם צר לי המקום בירושלים. כולם מוזמנים להיכנס, לתפוס מקום. בואו, אפשר להיכנס. אפשר להיכנס. נא לשבת.
Okay.
תודה, תודה. נא לשבת.
Okay, so we are now in the big room, and it is filling up. We're
זה
filling up
היום
our
עשה
room,
השם, נגילה ונשמחה בו.
and we see
מעמד
staff from
הזה,
Colel
מעמד
Chabad
מרגש מאוד.
right
מעמד
now, and
של
speeches are
חנוכת
going to come,
בית חדש
and they say how emotional it
במרכז העיר
is, this
ירושלים,
new
בלב העיר
building
ירושלים.
in the heart of
בית
Jerusalem, a home
שהוא משכן של קבע לפעילות מיוחדת
which is a home that's going to be for
שכבר
special
מתקיימת כמה שנים,
activity that already exists for many years.
לחינוך ועלייה מטופלים בפרויקט המיוחד הזה שנעשה כמיזם משותף לארגון החסד כולל חב"ד
That's right, it's Rabbi Yitzchak speaking there, and he's talking about how special the efforts are
אור חיה בירושלים.
of Or Chaya, which is the educational wing for girls.
ממדינות חבר העמים,
And this is a special project for
תלמידות
women
שמחפשים את
from the
המקום,
former Soviet Union,
לקבוע את
girls from
המקום, את
former Soviet
היתד
Union,
בארץ
who are
הקודש,
looking to
ומגיעות
anchor
לעיר
their
ירושלים,
life in the Holy Land, in
מצאו
Jerusalem,
במיזם
and
המשותף של כולל חב"ד ואור חיה,
they have found together with Or Chaya and Colel Chabad and
להשתרש, להכות
this building
שורש,
how
לצאת
to
ללימודים, לאולפן,
root themselves,
להשתלמויות, ובערב להיות יחד
how to root
כבנות
themselves,
יהודיות שרוצות גם להעמיק את הזהות והקשר שלהם
to root themselves in the land of Israel, and how to be Jewish women who want to connect to the heritage. But now they actually, we've had this project for many years, but we haven't had a home. Now we have a home.
מי שאין לו בית אינו אדם.
Chazal say, whoever doesn't have a house is not a person. A person gets his personality, his rootedness by owning a home. When he has a home, and finally our project has a home, and that's why we gathered here together in order to thank Hashem in front of all these important and special people that are here today, that it is, of course, first and foremost, the administrators of Colel Chabad, Rabbi Shalom Duchman, and all the staff of Colel Chabad, the heads of Or Chaya, the educational wing, and the household of this new house, the Finger family, which is represented by Rabbi Avram Grossman, who are dear partners, honored and loved partners with all of their kind and work of kindness. And now this comes to a new high in this incredible building. And in front, of course, the new mayor of Jerusalem, who is with us today. The chief rabbi of Israel, Rabbi David Lau, is here as well, who came today, and it's not easy for him to come here, and also the chief rabbi of Russia, members of Chabad, of the Jerusalem municipality, and other important people that are here today. And of course, the most important, the last but not least, the 50 girls who are going to live here, and their representation that's here. And from here they're going to go to learn Hebrew, to study, to learn Judaism, and they always have a home in Jerusalem, in the heart of Jerusalem. First and foremost, before we get going, we have to honor Jerusalem, Rabbi.
ערב טוב לכולם.
Evening, everybody.
כבוד הרב הראשי, הרב דוד לאו, שליטה. הרב שלום דוכמן, מנדי לזר היקר.
Rabbi Mendy Lazar from Russia.
הרב לזר, הרב של רוסיה, שכל כך דעים לנו לראות אותך.
Rabbi Lazar from Russia, thank you so much for coming today. So nice to see
חבר
you.
המועצה
Jerusalem municipal elected official, Rabbi Halpern, and of course the very special woman who is in charge of the Or Chaya administrator, Mrs. Daniela, who he wants to thank that not only this work but also good work that she does throughout the city. And so, thank you very much for all of your good work. She's sitting right in front of me too, that's cool. The majority of you here are Chabadnikim, but Jerusalem had the merit to have activity of Chabad in the city. And actually, there are many holidays that Chabad take over and kind of take control, like Hanukkah, of course, like Lag BaOmer.
וכמובן, אנחנו כל החגים האחרים בהחלט מרגישים אותם, אבל בהחלט
we feel all the holidays, but when Chabad, in these specific holidays, Chabad gives the tone,
שלא נדבר על
the
בתי
drum
חב"ד
beat, and of course the Chabad houses
שפזורים על פני השכונות בעיר.
that are in the various neighborhoods in the city.
הרבה בתי חב"ד.
There are many Chabad houses today in
למעשה כל שכונה זוכה בבית חב"ד משלה.
And every neighborhood has its own Chabad house. So we have merit to this amazing thing. In specifically not in ultra-Orthodox neighborhoods, but in that's where Chabad is great. And additionally, Chabad is involved with helping the needy in the city. I can tell you, with the new coalition that I'm trying to form, there was one administration that nobody wanted to take control of, and there was no argument about. It's a tough issue to take upon themselves, and Rabbi Yaakov Halpern, who is the emissary of Chabad for the city, he took it upon himself to take this portfolio and to, as a councilman of Jerusalem municipality. And Yaakov Halpern pushed for it, and that's what he wants to be doing. He does it in the best way possible. Thank you so much, Yaakov Halpern.
אבל אני חייב להודות שאת הפעילות הזו, המקום הזה שאנחנו נמצאים, לא ידעתי עליו. ואני מבחינתי, הלוואי
I didn't know about this place. I didn't know about this effort, and I didn't know that such beautification process was taking place. But at the same time, not only was it beautification, but also not only is it beautified, but also upkept. And even the hotels around are looking to see this work that's been done, and even the hotels have what to learn from the beauty that's been done here, the way it's been done here, and that says a lot, I think. So kol kavod, a lot of respect for what you've done here. You're saving lives. You are saving many lives, and I wish upon you that you grow and flourish and do as many projects as possible. And they're very, very needed here in the city. Thank you very much. May God continue to give you opportunities to do great things. Amen. Okay, the mayor is on his way out. And he's just saying his goodbyes to people. And the mayor is leaving and left the building.
באמת התחלנו עם כבוד האכסניה, נמשיך עם כבוד האכסניה, באמת מי שעומד מאחורי הבניין הנפלא הזה, משפחת פינגר.
Now we're going to ask for the representative of the Finger family, Rabbi Avram Grossman, to say a few words. And again, because this is the actual householder, he's the person to speak right now. He's going to speak very short, very curtly, he says. I'm very happy to see very known faces, many kind of familiar faces. I just want to say two things about Colel Chabad. Those who really did this, the heavy lift of this work, and have brought these results. I think that Colel Chabad put on its flag excellence in all of its endeavors. We saw it in the Finger House, which was also a beautiful event, not so far away from here, really. Fantastic home. I had the merit of being there as well with this event with Colel Chabad. This was only a year ago. A year ago was the dedication. Every time Colel Chabad touches something, we see blessing. We see the kiss of an angel in everything that they do, the Midas touch. I think that the cleanliness and the design and the way the place looks, it doesn't. I not only are they, I don't think that it's less than any dormitory. Rather, it's better than many hotels. When Colel Chabad does something, we see also a type of sense of a house. It's a house. They're always building houses, homes. This is the Finger home, and here also in this dormitory, it's like a home, and I can feel that all the girls here that are going to live here for many years, and all the various year after year, they will enjoy the house, the home feeling that this place brings, and that's that's hard to describe the importance of that, especially for this population. There's few things like that. May you continue to be successful. Thank you so much. Rabbi Menachem mounts the podium. Thank you, Rabbi Avram. And thank you for your tremendous help. Continue to be with us in great projects together. It's of tremendous appreciation. And now we are very happy to invite and to hear the words of Rabbi David Lau, who's the Chief Rabbi of Israel, and everybody rises. And everybody's excited to see the Chief Rabbi here. He says Shalom to Rabbi Lazar, who is the father of Russia, the heads of Colel Chabad. We know that Rav Duchman is the main engine behind it all. The family members of Finger, the representatives, and of course the people who do things, and also those who live here, are going to be living here. Moses, our great leader Moses, goes to a lot of places, and he grows up in the house of Pharaoh. He finds himself in Midian. Chazal say he was for tens of years in Ethiopia, in Africa. He's found in a lot of places, but in all these places are not one thing. They're not a home. All these places are not our home. His home is when Moshe Rabbeinu hears for the first time. He hears a voice of mother, of a big sister, of a father. When he comes back to them because the daughter of Pharaoh cannot feed him, he comes back to them, and he's back at home. And he grew up in a house. When he's in the house of Pharaoh, and he grows, maybe he grows, but he goes out to his brothers. He may have grown up in the house of Pharaoh, but he knows what the home is, and he's always coming back to his home, and he's looking to help them come to their home. The sages say that he helps institute a Sabbath. He saves an Egyptian, a Jew from Egyptian taskmaster's whip. Wherever he is, he in the house of Pharaoh, or if he's in Midian, he's Moshe Rabbeinu, and the son of Amram and Yocheved, the grandson of Kehat, the great-grandson of Levi, and from the house of Levi and the house of Abraham. And when the Torah tells us in Vayera, who is here to save you? And they say they're the house, these are the head of the households, and the tribe members. And very quickly, the Torah says he is Moses, and his father is Yocheved and Amram, and they grow up in a home of a big person from the house of Levi that takes a daughter from the house of Levi who self-sacrifices to save Jews. When he grows up in such a house, he sees with his eyes that he has grown up in that kind of household, and we merit to receive the Torah that is named after him, the Torah of Moses. So it's all about living in a home. I say this because we came into a building and you see a beautiful house. You see a deep heart. You see care. But before everything, Mendy Bloy says to me, he says, there's Torah lessons here after the afternoon. There's an atmosphere that gives a home here in all of its meaning. 4 walls, food, a place to live, and a place to enliven the soul in a meaningful way, in the right way. It's not a surprise that when I sit here, I see on the 24th of Tevet, today the 24th of Tevet, which is the yahrzeit of the Alter Rebbe, the first Lubavitcher Rebbe, and then his great, his progeny, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, with his hand says, with his fist in the air, saying, "We could do more." These are the pictures that should be in the eyes of these girls. They will give them direction, and Or Chaya and Colel Chabad are always looking for a way to give physical help and not to forget the spiritual help. When they come together, these two things, they make a warm home. Such a warm home that we have the merit of seeing today. And we are thankful to the Finger household, and we pray and we hope that this home will be a warmth of Judaism and good for these girls and for for new families. And I think what I'm blessing, all the people will receive one big blessing. That every one of the girls that grows up here will build a Jewish family in her time, like this one. But the Finger family, you will have to help find more helpers. Rabbi Duchman will help you find your husband, and then you can build your home. May you have a warm home, and it'll warm all of us and together, and all of us to come afterwards. Thank you, Chief Rabbi of Israel, Rabbi David Lau. Rabbi Menachem is up at the podium again. Thank you very much for the warm words and the blessings. We are honored to hear from the Chief Rabbi of Russia, Rabbi Berl Lazar, who came to us today to honor this Chanukah Habayit, and of course the Rabbanit came with. We thank you for coming today. Thank you very much for your hard work to get here. So he wants to thank Rabbi Duchman, Rabbi David Lau, and the Rabbi Avram Grossman, who's the representative of the Finger family, Rabbi Kogan, Rabbi Yitzchak Cohen, the tzaddik from Leningrad. The house is called Beit Finger. I'll say it to you in Hebrew today. He's going to say first thing, what is the house of Finger? We heard before about the house that Moses grew up in, and at the end, Pharaoh said, "This is the finger of God." This finger means finger, and we see that there's a pointing when they saw God's revelation. When they went into the sea, they saw God's hand. They said, "This is God, and we will honor Him." And they pointed to Him with their finger. How did they know about this? Because of the effort that what they did in Egypt, that Moses did in Egypt to educate a whole generation. And we see now a whole home dedicated to education. And Mrs. Golan from her daughter and her son-in-law are out in Russia teaching, and this all comes from the great education that you receive at your home. That's what it means to have a beit finger. A home that the girls are going to come out of this house. They're going to build their own homes because that's where you get it from. Seeing it from the home that you grew up with. What does it mean to honor God? It's not just external beauty. Anvehu means me and him, I and him together, between a Jew and God. All your actions should be for God. This home is not going to give only the girls education, but also going to prepare them how to be emissaries in the world, how to give. And this is the finger. I once said at a wedding, why do we put a ring on a finger? And people think that you can put rings on other places, but the truth is, the finger where you put the ring in is something that always reminds you, this is my God and I will honor Him. In this house, this finger dormitory will be not only a great home, but also a sign that people will be able to point to and say, how shall we grow? How shall we honor God? How shall we grow? And we should merit together, mamash, soon, to the full redemption. I'll say a few words in Russian for Mr. Finger, who we owe him such a debt of gratitude. I want to speak to the girls. Mr. Finger is not only a good Jew, not only a sweet Jew, a happy Jew. He's also a very humble Jew, very humble Jew, who with his humility, he works to do one thing, to help make Jewish life flourish. He lives far away. He's not here today. That's part of his humility. But he feels how much the Jewish world needs, and he's always really willing to help. And we have to take from him advice throughout all the challenges. No matter how challenged other Jews are far away, we have to touch them. We have to touch their lives, and we're going to help them. We're going to help them all the way to the time of Mashiach. So that's the advice that he gives about Mr. Finger, and really taking advice from his humility. And now we're going to be saying goodbye to Rabbi David Lau, who spoke so beautifully, I think. Spoke about the Jewish home, and say goodbye to him. Thank you, Rabbi Lau. And we heard from Rabbi Menachem speaking again. We heard all kinds of important people already, from Jerusalem, from Russia, from the Finger family. And now let us go inside into the house, and let us now hear from a representative of one of the girls who's going to be living here, a student who prepared something. Masha is her name, to honor Dasha. Excuse me, Dasha, who has prepared something. Yesh gam sheina. Dasha's a dash. Okay. Okay. Actually, her Israeli Hebrew name is Shana, and she's going to bless us. Good evening. Today, we are all celebrating that together we're going to live in this beautiful palace. Our female hearts are fluttering at the fact that we're going to be living in such a beautiful palace. I saw how emotional the other girls are when they first walked in. I'm thankful that this good mood was going to be with them every day when they are studying here. So I want to start with thanks. Thank you so much for caring, that you care for your Jewish princesses. They're always taking. Every single one of us can now grow, can show herself and show the joy of life. Girls, that we go to, that God sent you to me and me to you, and through one another we'll know ourselves better and the world. Through smiles and laughs and feeling for one another and light and joy, we will live together. Your good voice and your sweetness make me feel, can really touch me. Okay, inside of your heart is a sun, and you guys are a blessing for me, and I'm a blessing for you. I'm deeply touched and thankful. It's such a joy to be able to thank people every single day. Thank you very much to the staff that you have sent good people with such warm hearts that you have put us in the hands of these Or Chayun organization. Everything comes in the right time, the right place. I didn't know that my life went this path so that I could find myself in Jerusalem in Israel, and I couldn't believe it. When this moment came, I decided to come. I didn't know that Masa would find me, that this direction would find me. I heard this from a friend by accident. When I heard about this, a light lit up inside me, and from that moment everything became easy. And I saw help everywhere along the way, on the trip. And I see how God takes care of me. He didn't just want me to live in Israel. He gave me a present, and all of us, a new house. We will be pleasant, warm, and a gift. It's beautiful to believe that we're celebrating today, that God has a plan for all of us, and there's beauty behind it, and we are thankful so much for this. You can really feel the warmth of Shana. Shana. Amazing, beautiful words. Just a few short words. We have a special guest who came all the way from New York. Rabbi Shalom Alevi Duchman came from New York. Reb Tzemfeg is here. His important family for this special event. I want to say something to you that I thought about from the chief rabbi's words. It's Moses when he saw the bush. It's written something interesting. Moshe took the flock into the desert, and suddenly he sees a burning bush, and it's not being destroyed. It's not being eaten. It's not being burned. Moshe says, "I've got to go see this." And then it says, and Hashem saw that Moshe came to see, and God says to him, "Moshe, Moshe," Moses, and then Moses begins his emissary work. Leadership is judged when you see something and you don't keep going. You stop and you ask, "What's going on here? What do I need to do here? How can I help here?" Maybe this bush will burn and nobody will notice it. Other people will just keep walking by. Maybe he'll run away. Maybe he wants a quiet life without new challenges. But leadership, challenges like Moses, who was a great leader, who sees something, he immediately stops, looks, and says, how can I operate here? How can I be thankful here? How can I be useful here? We know that Colel Chabad is excellence in the emissary work of trying to help, looking to see what can we do. What other project can we take upon ourselves? What can we do? It's not just Rabbi Duchman. It's all of the people around, like the Finger family, like all the good Jews that you know. Part of this emissary work of what can be done, what can be given. Let's take a look. What can we do? That is the efforts of Colel Chabad. Let us invite Rabbi Shalom Duchman for words of blessings. I'll speak in English. He's thanking all the various people that are here.
This moment is truly an incredible moment in my own personal life. I was very lucky to have been brought up in the courtyard of the Rebbe. As a child, when I got married, I was there day and night, every single day. The Rebbe cared and was concerned about every single Jew in the world. But yet, on top of the list, as much as you can see on top of the list, at least from the eyes of a child, Soviet Jewry, the plight of Russian Jews, was really right up on top of the list. I will never forget Fabrengen on Shavuot, the second day Shavuot, in 1964, Tashon Chabad. I was 11 years old. It was approximately 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And the Rebbe burst out with tremendous emotion, tremendous tears, and he threw a napkin. That how come nobody's thinking about Russian Jews? And since then, every Fabrengen, right before the Fabrengen, the first thing, as soon as the Rebbe would walk in, somebody would stand up and would say, L'chaim for the Russian Yidden. From Borosovsky, I don't think there's anybody here in the room that remembers, but at least what I do remember, if you'll remember it very, very clearly. So truly, it's overwhelming to be part of the miracle and to be another link in this golden chain of the Renaissance and revival of Soviet Jewry. But this is even more unique because this building, this place takes place in the center of Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim, the center of Yerushalayim. The Maral Miplug's brother asked a very, very interesting question. Yerushalayim is plays such a central role in the Jewish world in Torah. Why doesn't it say clearly in the Torah any place about Yerushalayim? It's Yehudit Hamakei Masha Yivchar Hashem Elokecha L'Shaken Shmei Sham. It's giving you, it would be much simpler. The Beis Hamikdash should be in Yerushalayim. What does that to say? Hamakei Masha Yivchar, the place that Hashem chose. Why couldn't it say clearly Yerushalayim? And the Rebbe answers very interesting. The Rebbe brings, this is a question from Maral Miplug's brother. And the Rebbe answers that had it say Mefedish in the Torah Yerushalayim, then Yerushalayim would be limited to the geography exactly where Yerushalayim is. By the Torah saying, every single person, wherever he is, any place in the world, can create this he can create Yerushalayim wherever he is. And that's what the Torah doesn't say clearly, Yerushalayim. And this is very special. This is about this place. This is what the whole purpose of this building and of this dormitory and this institution, together with Rechaya, is to bring in and to instill in the residents over here. And Baruch Hashem, the success has been overwhelming. There are hundreds of girls that already went through over here and that are shluchim and shluchis and are beacons of light into the whole world. This is a special privilege to do this on Chavdala Tevis. This is the day. The dedication takes place at the day of the Alter Rebbe, and I'm sure that on this day, the Alter Rebbe, who writes himself about this day, that the day of the Yodzit of Atzadik is Eiruk HaRamori, and his prayer Yeshua is B'Kerev HaOretz, even those that are in Artzius and Chumlius, no matter in the lowest places, the Alter Rebbe. So I'm sure that all the brachas are coming in today to all of us and to all those that are involved in this institution. And I give a special bracha and a special gratitude to the Eibishter that I was zeiche to be a partner and to serve as an ambassador to a Jew my friend Reb Gershon, who although is far, maybe Begashmius, but nevertheless his heart is always in Yerushalayim. His heart is his heart is always Yerushalayim. He lives every day in the spirit and in the place of Hamakir, of creating a place that should be Hamakir Mashiach Hashem Elokecha L'Shakn Shmei Sham. I wish him tremendous amount of bracha and atzlacha. He should be able to continue his wonderful ways with good health and with true menuchas hanefesh. I thank everybody, all my partners. This is not something that was done by myself. Mendy and all the other ones that were involved in creating and building this project, and all the other staff members from Colel Chabad, and especially Yeshakeyach to all of you who came to be here with us on this evening. Yeshakeyach and all the brachas.
All right, so I guess you didn't need translation for that because that was in English.
תודה רבה הרב דוכמן, ודברי נעילה, מנהלת אור חיה.
I was going to come from the administrator of Or Chaya to say just a few last words.
בסדר, הרבנית דניאלה, רק רגע, אולי נקדים, אם ברשותך, ברכת כהנים, כן, הצדיק מלנינגרד, רבי יצחק קוגן, שאפשר לגלות את הסוד שהבת שלו, הרבנית רוזנשטיין, היא המנהלת החינוכית של המיזם המשותף הזה. הרב קוגן, בבקשה, בכבוד רב.
Give blessings of the priests to all of us. So it's good for me to be here. Let's get it. Let's get the blessings. Можно по-русски? Okay. I struggle in Hebrew, so I'll speak in Russian.
Сегодня Хов дал Тевес.
Сегодня today is the 24th of Tevet.
Хов дал Тевес, и известная очень история, когда Алтер Ребе вместе с своим сыном были в одном доме, и Митл Ребе, который будет его сын, он настолько был увлечен изучением Хасидута,
and he was so into studying the Chassidut, he didn't hear that the son fell out of the crib, and then the father came down, he put him back into the crib, and he said, when a Jewish boy cries, you should forget everything else and just put him into the crib, and not notice. Day, a lot of Jews that speak Russian has fallen out of the crib of Judaism, and an important action for the Jewish woman is to bring Judaism back to its crib, and that's what's happening here. We are preparing these girls. We're preparing these girls to bring Judaism back to the crib, and now I want to bless, as the Lubavitcher Rebbe told me to bless, the blessing of the priests, Birkat Kohanim, and people are rising. Amen. Amen. Okay, those were the famous blessings of the priests, and also the blessing that Jacob gave the sons of Joseph. Rav Kogan, thank you very much for giving us these words of spirituality. And finally, we will receive words of blessings from the administrator of Or Chaya, Rabbi Daniela Golan. Good evening. I think that when Rabbi Duchman was introduced, he forgot to say that he's connected to the Rebbe with every ounce of his being. Rabbi Lazar, he's also tremendously connected to the Rebbe with great humility, and I got the emissary job from the Rebbe and a lot of blessing, a lot of directions. And I heard once next to the elevator, in one of when we didn't know we wouldn't see the Rebbe again. I stood next to the elevator, The Rebbe came out, Rav Gruner came after him. Rav Gruner said to the Rebbe, there's all kinds of people that were going to Eretz Yisrael, and the Rebbe looked at her, and Rav Gruner took out a note that the Rebbe wrote, and it was for me to do for my shlichut work and continue to be, that you should continue to be strong. And the Chazal and the rabbis say that it's that the redemption will come through the Jewish strength of women's Jewish strength. I almost passed out when I saw that note. The Rebbe came to the Jewish women, or Chaya is a home that builds homes. 20 years ago, I met 8 Jewish girls who didn't know where to go, and they begged to come into Or Chaya. They later studied at the university at Machon Lev. They didn't have a home. They had nowhere to go. Through Rabbi Mendy Bloy and Rabbi Shalom Duchman, they took upon themselves this activity to give these girls a home, and we passed many things through them to see so many girls that built a home, that work, that the husbands are great and really help. Hasidic homes, not all Hasidic homes, keeping the Torah. The most important is the Jewish home. It's quite emotional, quite impressive. And I thank Chaya, who's the head of this, she's the home mother, and she's a mother to all of us, and she loves. The most important is these daughters. They're going to learn, the girls are going to learn in academic places in Jerusalem, but the home is going to be here. The food, the clothing, the house that we've seen is what we give. A house that gives. And therefore a woman that could give more and can build a home. That's it. I want to thank everybody here, and I'm very emotional because it is quite emotional. And we picked this home, and where it is today, it's like a dream come true. That's it. One short little piece of musical interlude that the girls prepared, and thank you very much. Wonderful musical interlude of Chabad music, classic Chabad tunes. Eliata Ve'odeka. To Colel Chabad, to the Finger family, to this new home. The word home comes back over and over again. this evening. And I think that's what we've seen. And just from speaking to the girls, the interviews that we've done, we saw how true this story is. How beautiful, how true, how home Jerusalem is. How they're coming from a place that's not a home into a place that is a home. The embrace of the land of Israel, the embrace of fellow Jews, the embrace of the Kol Chabad family, the Finger family, an incredible combination. And we all had the merit of being here tonight. And myself had also the merit. Now I'm running to a bar mitzvah in the Old City of a good friend, and it's a great merit to be with all of you, and of course with the leadership of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and God Almighty, who has given us this opportunity to rebuild after what the Jewish people have seen for the last 2,000 years, culminating with the Holocaust, to rebuild here in the land of Israel. Thank you and blessings.
תודה רבה על הנגינה הנפלאה, באמת לציין כ"ד טבת, 206 שנים בדיוק להסתלקות של האלטר רבי. תרגישו עכשיו בבית, אפשר להסתובב בבית, יש אוכל, יש עדיין קביעת מזוזה וכמה מהפתחים. מזל טוב לאור חיה, לכולל חב"ד ולירושלים עיר הקודש על הבניין הנפלא והמיוחד הזה, ושבעזרת השם כולם יתכנסו שוב לאגף שיזכה להרחיב את הבית הזה, שנזכה רק לבשר על הרחבה, על התפתחות, עוד ועוד ועוד, כברכת השם ולרצון ולנחת לרבי. תודה לכולם על הטרחה והזמן.
Thank you.